Right guys, so we've got flowers. If you were here in the last stream, we were placing flowers down, and it took forever. It took 3 hours to just put a few flowers down, and if I zoom out, you can see we've got them everywhere now. We've also got them on our other screen too. And this is a thing called parallax mapping. We're kind of editing the map in Photoshop. Normally, well, before last stream, I was just editing the map in the editor in the software, but it restricts you to tiles, which meant we couldn't place the flowers down properly because we're restricted to tiles. But doing it in Photoshop means we can just put the flowers wherever we like, and it's going to be a little bit hard to set up now because we got to put this map in RPG Maker as a picture, bind it to the map, and do a load of other stuff as well. And the good thing is though, we can edit it to our liking. So if the colouring, etc., things don't look right, a few little weird bits, then we can edit them. For example, I'll tell you something that I realised I wanted to edit. When I first did the flowers, they were purple like this, which I thought was pretty, but I don't know what you guys think, but when I was actually playing the game, my eyes started to hurt, and I thought, what? The flowers, I think it was the purple. It was too harsh, so I kind of softened the colour, and I'm not sure if that's the colour I want it to be, but it's a bit softer than that one and a little bit less harsh on the eyes. Because if my eyes are hurting from something, then someone else might, and I don't want to give anybody sore eyes. I think that's the problem when you start bringing in a lot of colour. It can like be a complete mess of colour and your eyes just hurt from it. Well, mine do anyway. I think mine are sensitive. The flowers are beautiful. The ones in the bottom left corner of the screen look especially gorgeous. Oh, sure. I wondered what you meant then. I was like, which one's in the bottom left screen? And then I thought, oh, sweet talker. I wouldn't say I feel it today. I mean, it's very hot. So I haven't bothered dressing up at all. Okay, guys, so we got the flowers here. We got them on our second map. So that took a lot longer than I thought it would, in all honesty, and my hand started to ache in the end. Bloody flowers. But hopefully it's worth it and gives an interesting looking forest. As for what else we're going to do today, we're going to add these maps into RPG Maker and we're going to make them work. We're going to probably might have to do the battle system HUD as well, because I didn't get a chance to finish that HUD. Add the enemies to the maps maybe, and also do the mini map. So there's a few little bits and bobs to do. So let's do it. It's stupid hot, but that means I get to wear my breezy shirts and colourful shorts. Also, hi, I'm back. Welcome back, Cuckleberry. Yes, and I need more summer clothes. I do. The problem with the warm weather is that I kind of get encouraged to go outside by people. And I'm like, no, just leave me at my desk, please. That's the one thing I like about the winter, just an excuse to stay in. But welcome back, Cuckle. I only go outside when it's for ice cream. That's the only good reason to go outside. Okay, so... Problem is though, now I've got to get these purple flowers the same colour as these ones. And I forgot how I did it. I'm going to have to write it down, I think. focus on this map first. We'll get this one working first. Okay, so this is going to be a bit complex because there's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of messing around. But when it's in, we got a big job done. And I hope parallax mapping is going to be okay, because the one drawback of parallax mapping is that it causes lag. I don't want lag in the game, but hopefully it'll be good. So I have to save this image twice, once in the pictures folder and once in the parallaxes folder. And I'll explain why in a sec. So let's go to back to RPG Maker. I have put it in because I tested this out last night, but because I've changed the colour of the flower, the purple flowers slightly, I'm gonna have to put it in again. Looks like it hasn't updated quite yet. Need more shorts. I lost a lot of weight over the past 2 years and update my wardrobe very little. Ooh, yes. My wardrobe is a mess. There's too many clothes in there, and a lot of them I don't even wear anymore. But I don't want to get rid of them either. That's the problem. I've got so many clothes just piled up because there's nowhere to put them. I've even bought boxes that are under my bed so I can put my clothes in there because I've got so many. Hi Wyatt, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. How has your week treated you? Okay, so we've got, if we click the map, I actually have 2 versions of the map here. I've actually got the old version saved just in case a big mistake happens and we have to have the tiles back. Because for the parallax one, I had to delete all the tiles and the image is there now instead, which is this parallax background here. And I think it's updated now. Yeah, okay, cool, that's there. And we had to do something else as well, because we need to bind it to the map for it to work. Otherwise, without this, it won't work. So, yeah, we have to show a picture, leave it where it is, use this plugin command, which is for this plugin that I downloaded, which is right here somewhere. Where is it? This one. This is the one. I don't know if there's better ones, but this one seems to do the job. And so that's step 1 done. Get the parallax background in the preview and get it also as a picture. Because I think having this bit, this is more so we can see in the editor and we're able to edit it to our liking then. So I'm probably gonna put some cliff decorations down today, right here. And the good thing is we can still add on top of our parallax map, which is great. So if we want to add more, we can. And it's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure how to have it yet, but we'll do it so it looks a little bit, the forest looks a little bit lived, like it's lived there for a while. We don't want the cliffs to look perfect and brand new. And let's just test it. Let's see what we got. I'm not sure if the music's gonna come on. Just mute the sound a sec, because I don't want to make your ears bleed with audio that's too loud. You lost about £40. Oh yeah, 18 kilograms. So now I've got 3 pairs of pants and 2 pairs of shorts. Everything else got tossed. Oh no, I always get sad when I have to throw clothes away. But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we measure things strangely, don't we? I don't weigh very much. Funnily enough, I don't know what I weigh in kilograms. I know what I weigh in stone and pounds. So, Okay, Yeah, we don't have any sound, so cool, we can play it mute. Let's test this map. Silent Lost, how are you doing today? I hope you're good. I hope you've had a good week. We got the flowers down. We're just building our parallax map now. Okay, so this is kind of how it is at the moment. Whether we change the colouring in the future, we'll see. But, oh, oops. Yeah, this is our current battle system, which, yes, it's a mess because we've got our HP, MP bar all up here. I have to change the positioning and stuff. So, it's kind of like half done. Basically, I want to move these bars down into the box, obviously, and I want to make them a little bit, change the look of them a bit, because that's the default. Awesome. Right. So, let's move that little slime because he's getting in the way. Put him here. So, we've got to see what we've got to do. Let's get back in the game. Let's go, Jesus. Hi, Geeky Go. How are you doing? Good to see you. Jesus' combat model is adorable. Yes, I forgot to say that, actually. He was a little tiny thing at first. He was like a titch on the screen. So I doubled the size of his character model. And I think that works better now. He looks more in proportion, I believe. So what we got to do, as you can see, we're currently walking all over everything. We can climb up all these cliffs. So we're going to have to do some region passing. Also, that's wrong, obviously. We've got to make the bridge go on the overlay. So, and that's what we got to do with the trees as well, because currently we're walking on top of them and we have to walk under them. So there's a few little bits we've got to do. And we've got to make the waterfall animated as well, because it's currently not. I'm good, how are you? I'm doing all right, Geeky Go, not too bad. It's very warm today, so it's a day for showing shoulders. Do you like my little bows? They're cute, aren't they? Okay, so there's a few things to do, and I think the easiest thing to do first is going to be the region passing. So we got a plug-in for that one. Where is it? This one. So okay, so player allow, we'll have that one as 2 maybe, and player restrict 1 for what I can't pass. Still on my display capture, let's do this instead. Okay, so they can't pass the cliffs. So all this we're gonna block off. So this should mean if the plugin works, it will stop the player being able to walk over certain sections. And I put 2 as what they can pass, I think. So, but this is just this. You don't have to do this normally. Normally, if you're just using tiles, you do all the passing, what you can pass and what you can't here with the crosses and the circles. But because I'm doing parallax mapping, I have to do things a little bit differently now. Alright, we're going to just do a little bit of it at the moment and just test it to make sure it works. I don't want to do all of it and then be like, oh crap, don't even work. So we'll do that. Love the bows, thank you. I like bows. Oh, thank you for the salt bits, Geeky Goat. I appreciate that. Some height for Geeky Goat. How have you been, though, Geeky Goat? What have you been up to recently? Okay. Let's see if it works. Did it just load in weirdly then? The problem with parallax mapping is sometimes it takes a while to load in, so I'm going to have to deal with that somehow. Maybe do a fade in. I can do a fade in and fade out on the map for like a second. So, but with save points it's a bit different. But yeah, it's worked. So now we can't just like walk all over the cliffs. We can walk over these ones because we haven't done them yet. But the hard bit's going to be the trees. Well, it isn't going to be hard, but it might be a little bit time consuming. But okay, so at least we know it works. We've got to just make sure we do it all. This, although like it's definitely going to delay the mapping development and stuff, but it's worth it in the long run because it allows us to be more creative with our maps. Without doing things this way, it would mean that we couldn't have the flowers as they are, and we wouldn't be able to change much at all if we wanted to. We can basically edit the map however we want in Photoshop now with it this way. And to be honest, I'm probably going to do the same thing with Lakefall. I'm probably going to put a few flowers here because it's a little bit sudden how we go from Lakefall to the Everbloom Forest, and all of a sudden there's flowers everywhere here. So just having a few more flowers in Lakefall will it will blend the maps in. This looks like an interesting process. It is. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it without the YouTube tutorials I've watched. I wouldn't have a clue what to do. And there's a lot of YouTube tutorials out there that go through this process. And yeah, it's the pros that do this, like all the pro mappers. So if you want to be a pro, parallax mapping's the way to go. I weren't going to do it though. I'll admit I was going to just stick to tiles for this game, but I just thought we'll just do it. We'll do it. We don't really need any of the numbers other than 1 and 2. All that matters is that we have passing and non-passing, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think these are the only ones we're going to need. Oops, no, we shouldn't be able to pass the buildings, so all this bit. And can we use the paintbrush if we want to? We can, which makes things easier because we can just fill in big sections with the paintbrush. And we also have to make sure that we have the ladder as passable, otherwise we won't be able to get down. So yeah, we got the bridge here. We can walk all across here. We made the door passable. Oops. Ladder. Yep. Might be a few little bits we might have to change, but I don't know. I think that's fine. And that's it. So that's done. Now we got to deal with the tree business. That's the next challenge. So, and the bridge. We need to make the bridge on the overlay as well. So, how are we going to do this? Look how bare it looks without the flowers. Also, yeah, we could probably put a few cliff decorations down. I think they're on E. Also, guys, oh my goodness, I'm missing chat. I finished my first year of college, but second semester, and have been working quite a bit. Finally downloaded Elder Scrolls Online, so I think I'm going to try to start streaming that now I have a schedule up and I want to stick to it. What have you been up to recently? I see the game is looking really good. Awesome, geeky game. Thank you. I mean, I've been distracted by fandom. I've been on Reddit forums and just getting involved in all kinds of Game of Thrones nonsense. So that's been taking up what feels like 90% of my life, but that will all be over in a week because the show finishes then. But that sounds awesome. Are you enjoying? What are you thinking of Elder Scrolls Online? Is it a good MMO? I would be more tempted to get that if it was cross-platform, probably. Because you don't have to pay a monthly subscription for that game, do you? Like Final Fantasy 14. So you need like a blocking tile at the base of the tree trunk so you don't merge with the tree, and need some kind of overlay block for above the tree to make it look like you walk under behind the tree. Yes, this is what we're doing now. And because it's all like one flat image now, we have to make another layer. We have to basically... let's get the tile set open. Oopsie. Oops. The wrong screens. Right, so this is how we do it. We can't do it at the region number things with the trees as we would have with tile sets, because on the tile sets they were on separate layers, but because this is a flat image we have to also do another layer in Photoshop. So let's get that tree tile set and make that layer now. And then what we do with this layer once it's done is we add it as a picture, as a sort of picture overlay in RPG Maker, and it'll allow us to go under the trees. And hi Demi, how are you doing? Twitch has been horrible lately, just had to watch the same ad 5 times because the stream instantly froze after. Silly Twitch. I know, I've had to disable auto hosting and that because people have the problem of the host, the stream that I'm hosting comes up instead of mine sometimes, and until Twitch fix that, I've not even got auto host on my stream. Are there YouTube channels that you recommend for tutorials? Ooh, well, there's not any in particular, but there are a lot of good ones out there. I can't think off the top of my head of certain channel names, but I could look into that and let you know. But there's definitely some out there. There's quite a lot of good ones. I'm liking it so far. I play an EU servers with Charlie and other Vixen born. Oh, that's awesome. Hope you're having fun. I went on Charlie's Discord the other day. I think Liquid saw me on there because I wanted to see what she thought of Game of Thrones. Like the nerd I am. And she's the same as me. She was like, she literally thinks the exact same as I do, which is nice. And Liquid thinks the same as me as well. Hi Rod, how are you doing today? How's everything going? Staying cool? Well, it's very warm, so I'm kind of not staying cool, but I am cool in the other way. I am cool, aren't I, guys? I think I am. I'm awesome. Oh my god, I'm getting an ego. Been fine, sort of tired and pretty hungry. Speaking of, going to get something to eat. Yay, food. I hope it's yummy. Gonna watch after the end? Yes, that's why I'm not saying any spoilers in chat. Don't worry, guys. This is if I mention Game of Thrones, I just talk as vaguely as possible about it. I don't like say any plot spoilers, or because I know there's probably people in chat that haven't seen it yet that wouldn't appreciate getting spoiled. Oh look, was just wondering if there was one off the top of your head. Really, like, all I did to find, I put in RPG Maker MV Parallax mapping, and there was like quite a lot, and I just clicked on the one that looked good and followed it, and it worked. So yay. But I don't think that particular person that I watched the tutorial of for that does any other tutorials. I think that was just a one-off video that they might have done. But it helped. It's helped me with this. She was upset that she couldn't watch a new episode the other day because of her boyfriend. Oh no. Why? Didn't he let her? What's that all about? No one's stopping me watching Game of Thrones. That would be the end. Anyway, wanted to stop in and say hello. Hope you have a good evening and rest tonight. Oh, thank you, Rod. Well, it's lovely to see your face. It's always a pleasure, and I hope you have a grand day, and I hope when you get to watch Game of Thrones that you actually like it, because I do, and screw the haters. Bloody bandwagoners. Sorry if you're a hater, but that's the truth. He wasn't around to why is there a pop-up in the way of my chat? I can't see it. Okay, no I can. Just wasn't around to watch it with her, lol. Oh, okay, I see. So she had to be patient. That's hard to do. There's an RPG Maker subreddit too. Yeah, and a forum. And a forum. Hang on, have I got the link to the forum here? Yeah, that's the link there. And that's where I basically find the majority of stuff that I use. So yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot of resources on that website, and tutorials, and generally help and support. Like if you get a bug, people are usually quite helpful on there. Why is my shirt showing? It's meant to be green. And the green screen's not working. I have to change the colours. Okay. Wow, it's really showing. Let's get the webcam sorted, because that's not on. Where's my webcam? Yay, hey Maximum, how are you doing? Hope having a good day. Green. Looks so messy. Looks like I've puked all over the walls. Imagine if we had this sort of stream. I was tempted to do a lip stream not long ago, but I think that would creep you out. That's creepier than Carol the Barrel. It's weird though, because I can't really get rid of it without it getting rid of my top. I don't know why it's doing that. Like, I'm going to take some messing about, I think. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to just accept it for how it is. I'll just sit in front of the chair and no one will see. Good, just woke up. The shirt is fine. It's not fine, but we'll just have to live with it. It's meant to be invisible. So, but we're all right. We're all right for now. 10 AM. 10 AM is very early for me. Too early. I never see the morning. Do I want to spend $60 on what? What are you going to spend $60 on? Tell us, geeky girl. Okay, so, right, let's get Photoshop back up. We're going to do the next step in this mapping process, which is the trees. Because at the moment this is happening. I'll show you guys what the problem is. So we've worked out the region passing. So we can't walk over cliffs, which is great. Oops, I've done it again. Walked into the slime. Okay, we'll run away. And the hood is messy at the moment. This is a template I'm using and it's all going to change. that escape and fight section was the default. It's kind of like very messy. Like, you can see that the bars are all over, going over the box. But it's about 40-50% done. So yeah, we can walk where we need to. So what we need to do is make sure that, yeah, we got to do this tree bit because we're walking over the stump. But we'll sort that out once we've done the overlay, because we're walking over trees at the moment. So this is how we're going to deal with the trees so that we don't walk over them. So let's go in Photoshop. We've got our tree tile set here. And these are the trees I use, these two smaller ones, but I use a few of these ones as well. Now we've got to make sure we get it all. We'll use this tool, I think. You're wearing invisible clothes. I think there's a story about that. One day I should wear my green top and I'll just be a floating head on the street. That'd be fun. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Hopping on to alert, but I hope you have a wonderful day in that wonderful top and them cute freaking bows. Thank you, Huckleberry. I think everybody needs a top where they have bows. Ooh, the expansions, you're better than that. Well, if you're gonna get enjoyment from it, Geeky Go, you should spoil yourself. Don't hold back. I probably should have zoomed in so I could see this properly. Okay, so copy and paste. Okay, so we've got a tree here. Let's make sure we've got no silly stuff around it. Yeah, that's the whole tree, I think. Look, all the flowers we've got though. These are all the flowers. It's insane. Okay, so we basically, this is hard work. It's kind of hard work anyway. We have to go over all the trees, but we don't have to do that. We could literally just put the tree tops in if we wanted to, and the necessary trees that we need. But I might as well do this. I don't know, maybe we should just do the treetops because the video I did just did treetops, but I know. We got to think about the things that we pass. Okay, let's just go back into RPG Maker a sec. It's going to take some trial and error and messing about probably, because I'm probably going to miss trees. There's probably going to be trees I don't see and be like, oh crap, there's that one as well. But need to make sure we can't walk across tree trunks. It's easy enough to, like, if I miss something, it's easy enough to sort out because we're gonna save the PSD file. Hi Luda Keyblade, how you doing? It's good to see you. How have you been? I hope you've been well. You will wait until you get further into Morrowind. Awesome. I hope you're having fun. I have been tempted to play Elder Scrolls Online, but I kind of don't want to get sucked into another MMO because I know that your life can kind of disappear from them. Also, I'm missing all of chat. You hear Final Fantasy VI music? Yeah, the YouTube video I've got, guys, is relaxing music from Final Fantasy, and it's all the Final Fantasy games. So I'm going to just put that in chat so anybody that wants to listen to it can do. Fingers are being jerks. Strawberry jam on toast with milk. That sounds good. Gotta change the layer tags. Oh. You're needing the top 100, geeky goat. I'm good, thanks. Did I tell you about the name change? Yes. I know, I remember the name change. You came in my stream a few weeks ago and told me, I remember. But I really like it. I think it's quite badass. I like the name Luna. Are you glad that you changed your name? I hope you're pleased. Okay, so back into Photoshop. There's drilling going on outside. How dare. Someone needs to invent drills that don't make a noise. Okay, so this is input. This tree here. Okay, that one is a different tree. Okay, this tree here. We're going to have to make a folder once we get too many layers as well, probably, that we can pull the trees inside. Okay, so that's there. And then what we're going to do is, once we've got all the trees there that we need, we just save the image without the other layers and save them as trees. And then we put the image as an overlay in RPG Maker that goes above everything else. And then it'll allow us to walk under the trees, I believe. Although I don't know whether I should just have it as the tree tops, but for now I'm going to just leave it as the full tree and see if that works, because I can't be bothered to delete the bottom half of it. I'll only do that if necessary. And also this tree here, even though most of it is in the way of the cliff, there is like a little bit on the right hand corner that the player will probably walk under, so oh, I couldn't remember. Yes, I am. Yay! I'll never forget Luna. I'll always remember that. Could you use another number for a cheese after the bottom trunk tile, so they walk above the ground but behind the trunk? Yeah, that's a good point, because yeah, the way it is at the moment, they will be walking over the trunk. So that is probably why the tutorial I watched only had the tree tops and not the trunk bit, so that they would only walk over what was necessary. Because that it's the overlay though, using a number might not work, because yeah, I'm not sure. This is why we have to test, because I don't know how it's going to work, because I'm a bit of a noob. This is the first time I've ever done a parallax map, so there's going to be a lot of trial and error probably. Playing as the sim, I'm making a mixologist, but for some reason I'm not finishing to join the mixology branch of the culinary career girl, although she got promoted to a mixer. Yeah, make all the alcohols. That's what I'd do if I was a sim. I would do that too. But that's awesome, Luna. I hope you're having fun. It's been a while since I've actually played a video game, sadly enough. I need to get back into my Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough. Just make a quick map with the treetops only, then screenshot it. Hang on, let me think. What you mean? I'm trying to work out what you mean. What? Make screenshot it? What do you mean by that? Because I'm just thinking of what would an easier way to do treetops be? It's be a pain just to do treetops only. Maybe I'm missing something here with orange map shot. Yeah. How would I just have the treetops only though? I don't know. Like, you know, when you go in the game, you see the full map. I'm missing what you're trying to say. I'm a sly one. Okay, so just looked up how to make rum, but that takes 10 years for it to age, and that's just not going to happen. I'll buy my rum from like a normal person. Yeah. I've made alcohol once. I made alcohol with my dad. We did mulled wine. That was good. Mulled wine's yummy. Yeah, but it's the only girl left to level up in the master mixologist aspiration, but the game's not recognising that she's in the mixology rank now. Oh no! Silly game. Silly Sims. It's bugged. I hope you get a way around that, Luna. Tiling the trees. Change the character start location to that map. Start the game. And press print screen. Okay. Do you think that would be quicker? I suppose it could be. We could try. Because there's a lot of time being wasted, I guess, trying to get all the trees in line and perfect in Photoshop. So maybe doing it in game will be quicker. I don't want to accidentally screw up my map. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm thinking here. My brain's melted again. So probably just make another map. That's what you mean, isn't it? Because then I don't have to screw up my map. We'll copy and paste then. Okay. Do I just do the tree tops or do I do the whole tree? Probably do the tree tops, right? I'm going to forget which trees I've gone over and which ones I haven't. Hi Andy Kirk, how you doing, Annette? How you doing, guys? Sorry I'm being so slow saying hi. I'm kind of trying to think. My brain's mush and I'm trying to take stuff in. I'm not very good at that. Only where you want the character to pass under. Okay. I'm going to forget what I've gone over and what I haven't now. This is like the problem. I'll like, for example, do that and I'll not know if I've done it or not. I wish that I could somehow make it kind of transparent so I could see what I've gone over and what I haven't. That's the thing, I could do that in Photoshop. How you doing, Andy Cake and living on edge? How's your week been? Did the same thing when you was working on your RPG? What did you do? What same thing was that, Maximum? Use the empty tile to clean out the rest of the map? But if I do that, then I won't see where the trees are at all. Am I being dumb or something here? Because I'm kind of not getting how to do this. I get I can do that, but then I won't see the trees at all. Okay, so it's probably because I've got the map there, that's why. I don't get this, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not getting it. I'm confused. I'm confused. I just want an easy way to be able to see where I'm putting down the trees, that's all. And I know doing it this way, I'm going to just forget where I've put the trees and where I haven't. Games are hard. Hi Drew, how you doing? I'm so sorry that I'm not replying to chat at the moment. I'm being lame. I'm being lame today because I'm trying to figure out what to do. Doing this requires your brain sometimes. No, I don't have one. This is Final Fantasy 4 music? Maybe. It's one Final Fantasy I haven't played. You got a new hoodie? What hoodie is that, Andy Cake? You should be able to set the trees and change their passable, non-passable settings. Because I'm doing Parallax map down now, that won't work, will it? I'm confused. No worries, pretty sure people just want to watch you work and hear you talk about. Yeah, this is a new challenge for me as a streamer because it's like kind of work, but then talking to chat, it can be, it's a thing to balance, isn't it? But I had that problem when I was playing games. I'd talk to chat and not play the game properly. Oh, RPG Maker XP doesn't have the parallax mapping. Yeah, it's just thinking. I mean, doing the treetops is easy enough. I'm just trying to think of the least time-consuming way to do it, because both doing it in Photoshop and in the editor, both of their downfalls. I can do it in the editor. There's the flowers. Just hide the flowers for a sec. If I make it, like, say, transparent like this, I will be able to tell which trees I've done and which ones I haven't, which makes it a lot easier, because once it's like that, I'm just going to not know. I'm just going to not know what I've done and what I haven't. So where's... But with the in-game RPG Maker, you don't get to do that. I don't think you can make the layers, change the transparency of them. It would, RPG Maker is easier because I can put the trees down easier, and it just way easier. But yeah, Sorry, I'm not very good at following instructions. Why, what? I'm okay at following instructions if I've got, you know, I just can't do it well on stream. Your baby drops. 2 round drops. I'm one of these people. I don't know if anyone here can relate to this, but I can only like focus on one thing at a time. So if I'm talking to chat, I can't focus on what I'm doing in the game or anything else. And if it's really difficult. I really struggle with that. Like, say if I was off stream and doing all this business that I'm trying to wrap my head around at the moment, it would be okay. I'd eventually do it because I'd just be in a room focusing on it. And it's really and I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to talk to chat, so don't misunderstand. Like, that is what I want to do, and that's what's so difficult. That's what I'm struggling with. I'm a bad multitasker. Yeah. It's like, I really want to talk to chat, and it's like, but I have to do this too. And I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm going to try and make a quick image to explain. Yeah, as soon as, like, for example, as soon as I start talking to chat, I forgot what it is I have to do. It's like, my mind gets disrupted. But yeah, I'm sure whatever you try and explain what is definitely the easiest solution. I definitely trust you on that. And I'm sure it makes sense and it'll make the process a lot easier. I'm kind of like trying to understand what you mean, and I probably would have get it eventually, but it's just so much harder to take in while I'm doing streaming. But yeah, it's a pain in the butt doing it on Photoshop like this, because it takes forever to get it where I want it to be, and then I've got to delete the rest of the tree and only show the treetops, and it's going to be difficult making it that precise. But if I do it in the editor, I know 100% it's going to be easy, because placing the trees down is a breeze in the editor compared to Photoshop. The tutorial I watched, the person did it in Photoshop, but they made it look really easy. But they did say it was a bit of a fiddly task, though. Maybe slow chat. I just apologise if I have missed any messages today, because I'm sure I haven't. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. It's literally just trying to adjust with what it is I'm doing and trying to wrap my head around it, because it does require a bit of a brain doing this sort of thing, because this is my first time doing parallax mapping. Once I've done it 100 times, you kind of get into the groove of it then, and it's kind of second nature. Because I'm still learning, it's yeah. Hi Mr. Dev, how you doing? No problem, Rosa. I think I figured out the problem now, though. I'm glad to hear it, because from what it sounded like, it's a bit of a pain. But I saw that Dava was talking about it with you, so I'm glad to hear that it'll be okay. How you doing, Mr. Dev? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so I'm going to try and read what said, and take it in one step at a time. So on the treetops map, clean the whole map with an empty tile, which, yes, I have to hide the editor though, so it doesn't show in the editor. Now this is a different image. I have got it also here, but I've got it here too. So... Oh, hang on. See, I've already cleared it, and all the trees are gone, so I don't know where they are. That's what I'm trying to understand. Leave only the entire trees. Yeah, they've already gone. They've gone because they're all kind of on the same layer. So when I do clear them, it clears everything, including the trees. It'd be great if I could just get rid of everything and the trees would stay. And hi Kung, how are you doing? Hey Rose, hey, you're just popping by before breakfast. I'm glad you're having a good holiday, Kung. Are you still on hold at the mine? Sounds like fun. Thanks for stopping by. How's the game going? I'm doing something called parallax mapping, which is like advanced mapping for in RPG Maker, and because I'm brand new to it, it's a little bit of a learning curve at the moment. A few like little fiddly things I'm trying to wrap my head around, but hopefully it'll become second nature with practice. She needs to be at level 6 in the culinary career first. Ooh, she'll get there. It's good in The Sims when you get something to like level 10. A skill. I think it's level 10, isn't it, the max? Is level 10 the last career branch as well? Maybe I'm wrong. Done. Oh, thank you, White. Well, let's have a look at that image then. I've clicked it and it's probably going to open it in a different browser. Okay. Okay, I heard that. I think I get what you're trying to say. My only worry is that... Hang on, have I still got my old map with the tile sets? I think I've got it somewhere. I'm getting very confused because I've got it combined with the parallax map in the editor, so I don't know what's what anymore. Oops, I've accidentally changed the order of it, so it's getting messed up. There you go. I've got so many Everbloom Forest copies of this map that I forgot what everything is. I can't remember which one's my tile set one. It's just, yeah, I think this one is the one. So this is my default map. I'm gonna copy and paste that one. Oh my god, I got so many. I'm getting so confused. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, like if I clear the tile sets, the trees are gonna go, everything goes. I don't know how to just keep the trees there but get rid of everything else. Right, that one gets rid of the trees, but I want one that gets rid of all the cliffs and everything else. What language are you using for coding? This is JavaScript, I believe, but I'm not really doing any coding because that's what RPG Maker's pretty good. You don't really have to in this, like it's very minimal, so it's pretty neat. It's a good software for non-coders for making a game. Do it section by section, go around them. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's not really a quick way to do it then. That's what you're saying. We're gonna have to just do it slowly. I just don't want to screw up and accidentally delete anything. I feel it's a bit fiddly. I mean, is this way, would you say it's quicker than just say doing this in Photoshop? No, I don't know. I feel like they'd both take a similar amount of time. They're both kind of fiddly as each other, really. A Goofy movie. That sounds like a good name. 'Cause I don't know what way I prefer, if I'm honest. I wish there's a way to snap these trees easily on top, just like you can do in RPG Maker. That would make the world of difference. Maybe there is, but maybe there isn't. Do it only where you want the character to go under. Yeah, this is why I'm confused. I think like there's always different options for parallax mapping. I'm assuming like the tutorial I watched is probably one way of doing it, and there's probably a few other ways too. So yeah, the forest is starting to look really good. Thank you, Kung. We've actually got some flowers now as well here, but this is what it looks like with the flowers. Oh, you can't see because I haven't even got Photoshop open. There we go. So we do have the flowers now, but I'm hiding them just to make this a little bit easier for now. Can you create a test scene or test project to get used to how it works before messing with your nice work here? Maybe. I've already messed it up, I think. I'm just unsure if I want to do editing in RPG Maker because I'm scared it's going to get messy. I'm not very good at messy things. Trees and bushes with totally areas, so don't need to be careful with those. Yeah, it's working out the bits I should do and the bits I shouldn't. Honestly though, guys, like things like this like are so much easier to do off stream, but I don't want to kind of make myself do certain things on stream and certain things off stream, because that's when you get a bit I like the idea of whatever. I just do whatever on stream, if you know what I mean. I feel your pain. Yeah, this sort of thing, I know it's definitely easier to do off stream, but I don't ever want to be in that position where I'm like, oops, I didn't get time to do that parallax mapping last night, so I'm going to have to cancel today's stream, so I do it off stream. I don't want to have to do that, because that's a bit lame. Same for me. Game dev problems. I'm just trying to figure out which way to do this, because I wish I can see why editing it in RPG Maker is a lot easier, because it's just so much easier to put the trees down. Honestly though, like in my opinion, I don't know if the other RPG makers are like this with the tile set map editor, but in MV, it's a mess. It's not even layered properly. Like I expected them to let you do trees on a different layer to the grass and the paths. And then that would have been easy then. I could have just got rid of the grass and the paths and all the trees up it on their own layer. And I find it quite awkward to work in. And in a way, that is kind of why I've switched to parallax mapping and doing it in Photoshop, because it kind of like stops those annoyances. And I think this is why I'm finding it a bit awkward to do this work in the tile set editing. I'm also scared of accidentally deleting a tree as well. Because I'm the sort of person that do that. Like, I'd accidentally end up doing that and missing that tray. I'm not very good at looking at things, like, not as a whole. Because then I'm not sure what trees I have to have the tree tops of and which ones I delete. So, I am probably going to just stick at doing it in the Photoshop way. Just because I'm more comfortable doing it that way. Even though it's a pain in the butt that the trees don't snap on top of the other. Surely Photoshop is a way to do that snap to... It does have a snap thing. I mean, we have a grid here. I don't know if that... Does that work? Does that snap it? Can't tell if it does or doesn't. If it does, then yeah, that's it much easier. But it doesn't look like it has exactly. Gonna head off now, Rose. Have fun and take care. Bye, Luna. Thanks for hanging out today. Once you get used to things, you'll be able to do it on stream even without thinking. Yeah, it's definitely during that learning process is the hard bit for sure. But once you've done it like 50 times, it just becomes second nature. Then I agree. What? Does Photoshop have a snap tolerance setting you can adjust so it's more strict? Does anybody know if it does? All I see is this, you guys can't see at the moment, but I'm currently in the view menu. It hides my menus, so, but it does have a snap and a snap to thing, but I'm not, or maybe in the preferences it would have a restriction in, but I don't know. A tolerance thing, I mean. Let's have a little peek. Because if the trees just went there, that would be awesome. I literally just was on top of the other trees. I think because I've put the grid there now, it's helping a bit better than it was. Let's just have a play around. I do that and it seems like it's 1 pixel. Yeah, it seems like it's like 1 pixel difference, but it's not too bad to change. So the reason I'm just finding this way easier if we can get the snap thing to be okay is that I really like having the rest of the map transparent, because then I've seen exactly what trees I've done and which ones I haven't, and then having the whole screen there rather than just having little squares of trees makes me see exactly what trees to have the tree tops of and which ones I don't. So for example, I can just delete the trunk bit and after, but I'll do that at the end. We'll get all the trees down first. So we've got a few different types of trees. We've got, this one is the tree with the two little arms. I think since I've put the grid there, it's better, guys. It's much better. It was a lot more trickier doing it in Photoshop without the grid. I think we can do, I think this could work. See, it seems to be in line. I'm relieved. Now, we don't have to, like some of the trees we don't have to bother with, like for example this tree. It's, well, the player's not going to be walking on this section anyway. So, but partly because the sort of person I am, I'm one of these people that have to do it anyway, even though the player doesn't walk on there, and that's because you never know. I might change my mind at some point and put a ladder up there, and then the player will have to go up there. So it's nice to just do it all anyway, just in case. Yeah, that's not the tree with arms. Yeah, I think we've done all those trees. So I kind of just want to get every single tree there and then look at it after and see which ones, and delete the bits that the player won't need to go under after. Don't feel too bad though, all games are hacked together at times, so I hear and do. Yeah, I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I like it to all be... I sometimes do extra work that I don't need to, just for the sake of tidiness. And that's sometimes a problem I've tried to overcome. Because it can just make things like more stressful and harder work. But yeah, but I still do it anyway. Okay, so we're gonna have to delete a little bit here because we got the edge of another object. So let's just delete that. Now, I think that, yeah, this is this tree. Sometimes it's a pixel or two off, but sometimes it snaps there out perfectly. Nice to catch you for a little bit and see you all again. Have a great stream. See you, Kunk. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope the rest of your day goes awesomely. You might be wise then. I'm busy tidying a bunch of mess you create for yourself. Yeah, hard work now or hard work later. Exactly. And I think this is why I'm like, I'll just do all the trees anyway, even the ones I don't need to. So it doesn't bite me in the butt on a later date. Because then I'll just be like, damn, I'm going to need to change the Parallax map now. So might as well just do it. Because yeah, the bit at the top, the moment the player isn't going to walk there, but you never know. I mean, I am going to potentially be putting a shortcut on this little bit here, this little path, so that the player can get back into the village fast. It'll save them having to walk all the way back round. All pixel perfect. I know I have to be. If the tree was 1 pixel out of line, I'd go crazy. I'd go mad. I'm gonna have to make a folder though to put all these trees in. But I'm probably gonna merge them anyway, so maybe I won't need to. I think it was only these were the only 2 large tree types I've got. We done all the large, oh there's still a couple. I think we've done all the large trees on this bit though. I mean, these smaller trees here like this, these 2 here in particular need to be added because the player will be walking behind them, and that one there. But that one, no. I'm coming into this all late, baby drops and all, plus I've never used RPG Maker or anything like it. Well, it's fun to I'm glad you're here now. I'm glad you found us. Are you removing all your walk behind trees from your normal tree layer to get a parallax effect to work? Or were these tree tiles baked into your base layer? How do you mean? Let me read that again. I'm not sure what you mean, Drew. I'm trying to figure out what you mean. But yeah, all I'm doing is an overlay basically. And this will be so that the player can walk under the trees. I'll be getting rid of the bottom bit, and yeah, because at the moment the player's walking all over the trees. Because it's just a flat image, just a flat picture at the moment. So yeah, this will be the overlay that goes above it. I'm just curious what kind of changes is from a normal tree layer. Oh, okay, so they're in the base layer. Yeah. Yeah, the particular tutorial I followed did it this way with their forest. So I know there's probably a lot of ways players go about it. Players, I mean, people that make games go about it. This was the one I followed. I'll put it in chat for you guys to see. But it's a 3-part video, and that's part 3. And this is the bit where they do the trees. At some point in that video anyway. Everything is an illusion, so you have to pick how fancy the illusion for your game. Yeah, everybody's process is different. It's just like doing whatever is easiest for you. Oops. Yeah, I'm probably not going to bother doing those trees. I don't know. Part of me wants to do them anyway, but then I don't know. Because I'm just creating too much work for myself. But Well, you really do realise how much easier tile sets are, though. It's a shame that they're just so restricted. We've still got all these little bushes and trees to do as well. My goodness. Thought about trying to do a top-down RPG style game myself, but not sure if I'll do 2D tile maps or go 3D. Yeah, you should do whatever you want to do, Drew. It'd be awesome. WC3 Reforged. What's that? Warcraft 3? I've never played Warcraft. Okay, so have I got all the big ones down? Right. We still got another map to do. We still have this other one here as well. So, my goodness. I'm not doing all those trees at the bottom. There's no need to do them. Okay. I'm wondering if I should have a break from trees for a bit before I go bonkers. Because we don't have to do the Parallax map all in one go. We can take this a bit of time at a time. Because we got other things to do as well. I've got a massive list of things that need doing. But really, all that has to be done. Let's go back in the game so we can see exactly what needs doing. You know what to do now, yeah. It's like I'm at the point where it's like break from trees now and we'll do something else and go back to the trees later. Otherwise, I'll be having tree nightmares tonight. Okay, so right, so all that we really need to do, it does seem to be taking longer to load, and one thing I've noticed is it like takes a millisecond for the Parallax map to load in. And does anybody here know how to solve that problem? Because I want it to be either instant or, you know, okay, so what needs to be done is the trees and the water, and the bridge also has to be on the overlay too, so it goes over that animation bit there. One thing we have to do the mini map as well, because that isn't the right mini map. We could do that now, or we could do the HUD for the battle system. Like get those bars in place. There's a few things we could do. Might do the mini map actually. I forgot how I did the like full mini map now. Let me try and remember. I think I use graphic scale. Yeah, graphic scale is what I use, because that's really good for creating smooth sharp pixel art. So we're gonna I'm just gonna do the mini map. Might do the battle HUD as well in a bit. I've already been streaming for 2 hours, blimey. Do HUD. Oh, Whitewat wants to do HUD. We'll do both. We'll do a bit of mini map and a bit of HUD. We'll mix it up. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Drew. Thank you for the 5 bidders. Hope you like your Sephiroth badge. You get Sephiroth just for 1 bit. Everybody knows who that is. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I do my mini map. This is, let's open the software. Okay. Okay, so this is graphic scale. Let me try and remember how I did this. Right, have we got the... I could easily do this in Photoshop as well, but I choose graphic scale because I think it's a better result. And it's just a little bit easier. How did I get the grid down in this? I haven't... It was a few weeks ago when I did the mini map for Lakeful, so... just try and remember exactly how I did it. Oh, okay, it's different. It's right here. Okay, so it's 48 by 48 is the tile size. Right, that's there. That's not right. It is 48 by 48, isn't it? Because for some reason that doesn't look like it fits. Because that, how it is in Photoshop is how it should be with the square, how the square's looking on there. And they're not quite the same in graphics scan. I definitely think it's a 48 by 48. Gonna run, have a lovely rest of the day. Nice to meet you too, Drew. Thanks for hanging out with us and have an awesome day. I hope it goes awesomely. It is 48 by 48. Yeah. Definitely not. So I wonder why it's not matching in okay, one sec. Maybe it's because I did things differently. I didn't use map shot. I just I saved the image this way. Oh no, RPG Maker's being a silly. It's doing this weird thing where you right click and you can't see the pop-up that comes up. It's half cut off and you can't see the... I can't see the save bit, and I'm not sure if saving it in this will make a difference to the map shot, but it doesn't matter because I don't need a good quality image for just making this mini map. I just use it to trace the map and then the image doesn't matter anymore. But yep, it won't let me save because it's cut off. We could still get this to work maybe, but yeah. Oh, okay. No, that's right. I'm gonna have to go back to this mini map business light because it's not working out. We'll go back to it after, and we'll do the HUD for the battle system for the rest of the day then instead. Okay, we'll get Photoshop open. Right. Yay, HUD time. Okay, so I might have said in the last stream that I'm using Mog Hunter's plugin for this HUD. So what I'm doing is I downloaded a template, one of Mog Hunter's templates, and I'm just making my own design on top from that. I'll be changing it, but it's there as a template. So I'm going to open all the stuff. So some of the graphics are mine and some of the graphics are still Mog Hunter's, but I'll just be changing them. So let's open the box. So this is let's get rid of the grid. We don't need the grid for this bit. This is the box where the player's info is going to go. Their avatar, their name, their HP, and everything's all in there. And basically they'll just be little squares. So there'll be 4 people in the party, and these boxes will be on the bottom of the screen, probably centered and they'll all be next to each other. And we also have, let's get the other bit that I've done. This is the little highlighter that goes on the currently active party member, so you can't see it because it's transparent. So let's give it a background. There we go. So yeah, those are 2 of the graphics I've done so far. I'm going to just put a background behind that as well for now. So let's just have a look at what it currently looks like and what I want to change. Okay. Hi Val, how are you doing today? Good morning to you. How's it going? We're doing a bit of battle system HUD stuff at the moment, making it pretty, because at the moment it's very messy. We're using Mog Hunter's visual plugin for the HUD, but I'm changing it slightly. So yeah, we're in the middle of our Parallax map as well, but it's unfinished. As you can see, we like walking over trees at the moment, so I got a bit sick of trees, so we're having a break from them at the moment. But we've got our flowers down and we know that it works. That's cool. Okay, so this is our test battle. Okay, so I'm going to print screen this so I can see what it looks like at the moment. But as you can see, it's messy. We've got all the bars coming off the box. So what we want to do is move their X and Y coordinates into the box, but we also want to change the graphic. I want to make the bars a bit thicker. I'm probably going to change the text of the numbers as well. So I'm just going to open Paint and print screen, copy this print screen because I want to be able to remember what it looks like. We've got a lot to do. We've still got to do the enemies that won the poll last week, or was it the week before now? The enemies that won the poll, we're going to have to put them all in battle systems. We're going to have to think of skills and stuff we can give them. Make it all balanced. And we're going to have to get some little sprites for them on the map as well. Okay, so... what I'm going to do is this little square here, where the name is, where it's got Jesus, or whatever the name you're going to pick for your player. I want it to, I think I would like... I think I kind of want it to be a little bit dark where the name is, but I might want it like that for the second half of the box, but we don't want it going over the border, so oops. It's a little bit messy, but we can neaten that up some other time. I think it's a little bit big at the moment. We're gonna have to test this because I'm just estimating here. I think the avatar length is 144, so oops. So I'm estimating that will be it. So save as. just want to see how this looks, because it might, having the second half of it be a slightly darker colour might work, because all the text and stuff's going to go here. And all the HP bars will say. You know, just let it be a little bit of experimenting with the graphics. Okay, so maybe it's loaded in now. We'll do a test play and see. This music's sad. Duck Purple Rocks, thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for joining us. I like your name. Ducks are awesome. Oh, we really need to figure out how to deal with this parallax map business with it loading. It takes what seemed like about a quarter of a second to load in, but it's enough to be noticeable, which is a problem. I'll be googling that problem either if nobody else knows how to solve that. The balance system seems to be taking longer than usual to load in as well. Oops, I left the white background in the background, but we were right. We can't see how it looks though, because I was silly and I kept the white background there, so we're gonna have to save it like that. Okay, let's try again. The plant enemy was the one that I put there as the test because he was the most popular. He got the most votes. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to put those X and Y coordinates for these below Jesus, his name. I could put Jesus above the avatar, but I don't know. I think from the vision I've got in mind, it could work cool with all the text below the avatar. So we're going to mess around with that now. Parallax mapping loading will always be slow, but when you're transporting through maps, you can fade out, do the teleport and fade in. Or you could use preloader plugin, not sure if it will do it. Ooh. That's what I did when the player goes from Lakefall to Everbloom Forest. I've done a fade in and fade out. So, but what about with save points? Because it still does it with that too. I suppose let's have a look. We can do it. Could we do a fade in, fade out with the save point? Should be able to, right? We can. Right, let's just get RPG Maker open a sec. Okay, so we're gonna just solve this problem with I put a gold thing here as a test because I wanted to test that, but we can get rid of that now. Yeah, this is what I did for Lakefall. Let's just say, I'll just go back and see exactly what I did. I put wait 60 frames just before the fade in. So hopefully that'll work. I hope so. But we can test and see. But before we do that, we're gonna, right, this one called Mark Battle Hood is the plugin I'm using. So if I go on this, you guys can see that. So let's just change the X and Y axis for things like the face, the name, then the HP. So I want it to be, the HP one to be directly under the name. So the X axis has to be the same. have it as 20. And it's 140 for the, so will that work? If it's 160, we can test and see. Let's have a look. Love how the settings are all in English, then the instructions are in Portuguese with some English in the mix. Yeah, it took a while for me to get my head around that plugin because of the language. But it was too awesome a plugin to not use. Okay, so we probably have to save again to see if this works. Yeah, I think it might, but we'll see. We'll see next time. It did work then, I hope. Okay, so yeah, the HP bar is under the name, so obviously it needs to be moved lower. We need it lower. And we've still got the number as well, so that has to be moved beside the bar. Let's do that. Get that done. Yeah, this is like the part that, you know, takes a lot of different test plays to see if you can get it right. Okay, so that wasn't enough, so let's do 200 if that works. What about the number? Oh, the number x-axis is here, so needs to be the same y-axis but not the same x-axis. So let's see if this works. I totally missed that number bit. I kind of thought that it would just do the number 2, but it didn't. I can translate Portuguese if you need it. Oh, awesome. That's very handy. You could get Yummy Skip title plugin to make the testing less painful. Oh yeah, that's pretty neat. It'd be neat to skip the title. I'll have a look into that as well. I think that worked. It seemed to fade in and we didn't see the sun change the parallax map. Okay, so I moved it too low. I don't know, maybe that's okay. I'm going to make the bar thicker anyway, so, but the number needs to be moved across more. I didn't do it enough. I'm not really good with numbers, at judging the gap. Okay, so I thought 40 pixels would be enough, but it was hardly anything, which really makes sense. So oh, thanks for the link, right? Well, I appreciate that. We could do that now, I suppose. Might as well. It only takes a second to add a plugin, so okay. Oh, it's a nice short plugin. A little tiny one. Okay. Okay, so let's just add that. So I assume that it's as simple as that. It'll just work now. Let's have a look. Let's see if we skip the title. Oh no, it's gone straight to new game. We don't want to go to new game. We want it to load our game. Oops. How do we make it load our game instead of start a new game? Because there wasn't any options in that. Change the start position of the character. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Right. Problem is though, I'll tell you what the problem is. We have a custom character. I'll show you exactly what I mean now. This is where the problem starts with us changing. He's going to be invisible. We're not going to have a hero. Yeah, we haven't got one. So all that's going to happen is we're going to go into battle and we don't even... I mean, we can see it, but we miss it. We don't have all the info, like Jesus' name and stuff, the text. We don't know if it's 100% accurate. It kind of works, but it's not what we want to see, really. We want to see the whole look of the hood. Adding a default graphic for the testing purposes. Yeah, just messy, isn't it? Because we've got, it's not just the graphic, it's the name as well. But I suppose just right, I just put Jesus here. As long as I remember to delete it after and I don't screw up my game, it's fine. Look at all these custom heroes that we've got. I want to actually get Jesus. I want the actual Jesus. So we'll be looking for a while here. Here he is. Bearded Jesus. Okay. Yeah. This is taking longer than it should. Yeah, we still got mini ones for other ones, but I have made the Jesus one, the big one. There he is. He's 2 times the size as the others, so that he looks bigger. It's easy enough to do it, but I need to set some time aside to change the size of all the others. Believe me, it took a while. I won't lie, it took time. That was the first thing I did in the game, the custom, before I even did any of this mapping or like full. It was like literally the first thing I ever did. Making a custom character is fun. I wanted to have as many options as possible for people. Okay, so right, we did it a little. I think the first thing we should do is probably edit the HP bar to our liking, because then once we've got the size, and it'll be easier to know where to put the number and stuff. So open Photoshop. Brain's gone blank on where I'm looking here. Oh yeah, battle hood. HP meter. Okay. Why is there a pink one there as well? What's the purpose in that one? I'm a noob here. This is the first time I've ever tried to edit a hood, so. Because it was literally just a blue bar. But I want them to be thicker, so we'll make the canvas size bigger. That's 2 rows. Okay. Because I only saw the blue one, so I'm wondering what the relevance, the point of the pink one is. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, when they die. Okay, that makes sense. And also, I assume when they lose health, it'll show the red bit, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye out for that pink bar now and see where it is. Okay. So, I'm not sure how big I want it to be, but definitely. Yeah, that might be a bit too thick. Okay, so I've done that as 20, it's 24 pixels height, so that's 12 pixels for each one, so. Yeah, that's 12. And that's 12, so. If I stretch it, is it gonna look deformed? Maybe, I might have to redo it, but maybe it'll look okay, we'll see. Actually don't look too bad. Yeah, I'm more of a fan personally of the thicker bars to thin. What about you guys? We can see how this looks. We can test it now and see. And we'll have to do the same with the MP bar as well. TP bar, I might want that to look a bit different, but we'll see. The final version I might have for you for the next stream, but I don't know because there's so many bits and bobs. There's still the treetops to do and the parallax map needs to be finished. So I'll either be working on that or the hood, but maybe I'll work on both, a bit of both. Think it should be green instead of blue. That makes sense for a HP bar, doesn't it? Green is usually the colour. Okay, so looking at it there, I don't know. I want it to be longer. I want it to fill up the box, and I want the number to be there at the side, but there's too much space there at the moment. So yeah, I think longer would work, but there was something I wanted to look at as well. We do need to do there's still lots of hood bits to do, for example that menu there. Also we can change the colours for the bars here as well, probably, because I have it as a yellow one and the blue one for MP. But yeah, I do agree green fits for health. I think greens are good. I do think blue's good for MP though. So I might change that to a green gradient too, just for consistency and so it all fits with the bars in the menu. TP yellow, yeah, I think that's good. That's kind of like the known colours. I think most RPGs tend to have mana for blue and green for HP, don't they? But it's always good to stick to what's known, because then it doesn't confuse people then. Imagine if a HP bar was purple, everyone would be like, what's that? What's that mean? FF12 had yellow for TP too. Yeah, I agree that is a good colours. Okay, so we're going to change to green. Let's pick a nice pretty green now. We don't want bogey green. That's bogey green, isn't it? And we want a nice green, but not one that's too hard on the eyes. Maybe that. Is that too hard on the eyes, that one, guys? What do you think? Yeah, maybe that might be better. Maybe that one. Can always change it if it feels a bit too hard on the eyes. I like it, yay. Okay, so we want it. We says make it a bit longer, so I'm going to try double the size. It's currently 315 in width, so we'll try a 600 width. So that would be 285 added, I believe. I think that would make it. Yeah, that makes it 600. Yes, I did maths for once. Okay, so we could probably just do this. We'll see how that works. We'll see how it looks. Got to experiment. You change the width in the plugin now. Oh, would it let you? I assumed everything visual was done in the actual image. Seems to have worked anyway. Got to move the number across though, but yeah. Let's have a quick look in the plugin and see what it's got. Whatever works, really, I guess. That seemed to work anyway. Yeah, it doesn't have a width setting, it appears. Just the X and Y. It's got the animation. But yeah, we're going to have to move that number across. So, yeah. This is why I probably should have print screened it, because I forgot already where the position of the number was. There is definitely no width size for the meters art. Yeah. Seems that that's how it is anyway, unless there's another setting somewhere here. But it worked anyway. Making it longer did work. It didn't break it. Hooray. Okay, so we need to do the same with the MP one as well, because it'd be nice to see how that looks underneath it. So let's open. The thing is that we could do this in another way. We could literally just change the colour of that to blue and then save over, couldn't we? Just open it. I think I'm assuming it uses the same red. It does. So yeah, instead of making it hard to work on a size, all we need to do is save over it. But let's change this to a nice blue. Oopsie. I get scared of having display capture on when I'm getting my File Explorer windows up, just in case something shouldn't get revealed, but we're good. Okay. Okay, so we got 20 and 200. So for MP, 120 and 260. Would that be too much? We'll see. Oh yeah, it's definitely too much. In the past, when I've only like done much, it doesn't work. So I'm going too far now. So okay. My goodness. Okay. You don't realise how time consuming it is to do hoods, or being all precise with everything. So 230 maybe. Yeah, I forgot to look at the name and how that looks. I'm kind of just wanting to get everything in the box at the moment, and then once everything's in the box, I'll know what needs changing. Because part of me might still want the bars to be a bit thicker, you see. They looked thicker in Photoshop than they do here. But we got the TP bar to do still. So, yeah, probably things do need shifting up a bit. Yeah, we're going to have to... I'm unsure whether... about that particular green. But we can... we'll see. We'll leave it like that for now. I'm going to have a lot of messing around, and then hopefully on Ride I'll have something to show you. Something that I'm okay with. Okay, so let me I'm going to look at my list and see what else there is to do. But I also just want to show you how it looks if I've got more than one person in a party. So I'm going to just randomly add more in the party. I've got someone called Chump. What an awesome name. Don't forget about state icons. Oh yeah, there's a little square I think in the folder, in the image folder for that. So just find a good place for that. Okay, so Chump's avatar doesn't match with his battle character. But yeah, that's basically an idea. But I'm still messing about with the positioning of the windows. But when there's 4 there, they fill the little gaps there. But as you can see, the little highlighted blue active window changes depending on who. I'm trying to see where that pink bar is. At the moment, the plant's absolutely wrecking us. I think it's what it is, it's the damage, isn't it? It's the damage colour. You can kind of see it behind there a bit. But yeah, I'm going to change the text of the number as well so it matches with the pixel art text we've got, just so we've got consistency, because I'm using that pixel art text for everything in this game, and it'll be larger as well. And so other than the TP bar, the numbers and the status icon, I think that's it, isn't it? There's nothing else I need to mess up out. There we go. I'm so hungry, I need milk. How's the flower forest going? The battle stuff looks good. Well, it's probably like 40% done, if that. It's still messing about with the hood and trying to get it how I want. So there's just a lot to do till I'm happy with it. And I was doing Parallax map as well. We were doing trees. It's very tricky. It's not really tricky, it's just time consuming and finicky. So I got fed up of trees, so we go back to those another time. It's time consuming. But there's a lot of things to do. I mean, I'm going to read off the list of what I've got. We got to make sure the parallax map for screen 1 and 2 of the forest are done. I've got to add the cliff decorations, make the water and waterfall animated, the bridge shadow, the tree overlays, the region passing has to be right, but I think that's almost right now. And then the mini maps for screen 1 and 2. The battle system HUD, the visuals for it. And then we've just got all the enemies to add and the enemy sprites on the maps, making sure that their red little dots are also on the mini maps as well. And obviously then comes the fights and making sure that they're easy enough to defeat, and thinking of some awesome skill names for the enemies and that. And we've also got to think of the custom hero, the warrior and the hunter class. We've got to think of some of the early skills for those as well. So, but that we're not going to be doing all that fun bit until we've got all the parallax map perfect and the visual look of the HUD done. So that's step 1 and 2. So really, yep, the parallax maps, the HUD for the battle system. Then after that we can work on the enemies and make them cool and easy to defeat. And then after that, it's map 3, and that's where the story bit starts. And that's where it's going to get awesome. There's so much to do. And I before next stream, which is Friday, hopefully, I'll have made more progress with the parallax maps and the battle systems HUD, because I would really, really like to, as soon as possible, start doing the enemies together. The ones that won the poll, the most popular, we will add to the forest. We can put them in the battle system, and we can like decide together what skills we're gonna give them and stuff. And that'll be really fun. We can decide how many turns it'll take to hit them and that, and how lethal they're gonna be, which one's gonna be weak, and if some of them will be stronger. I'm looking forward to doing the boss. That'll be really fun to decide what the boss is going to be. So yeah, it's kind of getting over the boring, time-consuming bits like getting this map done. But once it's done, it's rewarding. That's the thing. It'll be like, oh my god, it's done. Thank God, yes, it's all done and it looks great. So yeah, today's stream's been a little bit of a getting through the learning curve of parallax mapping. I'm very glad I've done the flowers too, because they were I'm not gonna lie, it took a lot of time to get them flowers there. I mean, I also did it for the other screen as well. Screen 2 flowers are done. But I think it's good. It adds a unique feel to the forest. The flowers being there give it a bit more life, and I'm not 100% sure if the colouring is what we're going to have 100% yet, but I think it kind of works mostly. The good thing about parallax mapping is there's always that option to change things. There's more freedom than with the tiles. The boss will be my old manager at McDonald's. She was pure evil. Hi, little purple dragon. Yeah, little dragon's cute. Yeah, it'll be fun because we're going to put a poll up for the boss, and we'll see which one gets the most votes. And I think people like the idea of having a really weak boss, like a slime or something, but a really strong slime. But that could be one thing. We'll see. We'll see what choices we'll have. Okay, let's just think if there's anything more to do. So really, I'm just going to be working on finishing these treetops, guys, that we've got here in Photoshop. Making sure the player can walk under them all. That the parallax map is perfect. I'm also going to do the mini map off stream. I think for next stream want to make sure the mapping is done and the HUD for the battle system. Those are my 2 main goals to be working on. And yeah, Once that's done, that's fine. That's when we can start working on the enemies. And that's the bit I'm excited about for the time being. We can decide how many we can add on each of the maps before we meet the little sister for the quest. I'm looking forward to doing some side quests as well. Some side quests will be fun. I'm so hungry. It's time for my dinner. Okay, so right, so I can either do more hood or trees or none. I can go and have my dinner. I can go right now if I want, and I might actually. I might leave you guys there for today. So I look forward to Friday, because we're gonna have more done then. I'm gonna be I have tomorrow off, so not doing much tomorrow, so I'll try not to get distracted by Game of Thrones fandom. I'll be working on this. Waiting for waifu to wake up to get food. Awesome. What food you gonna have? Friday. Hi, Pooh. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave you there. I finished a little bit earlier today, but yeah, I'm too hungry to continue at the moment. So once you're done streaming RPG Maker, I'll fire up mine. Awesome. My tummy just did a massive rumble. I hope you guys didn't hear that. But yeah, I hope your game's going well as well, Maximum. I hope it was fun to see the pictures. Thanks for sharing those with us. And if you ever want to post more, then feel free to. I'd like to see more pictures of your game. Being hungry is not fun. Yeah. Yep. It isn't fun. A few bugs, but it's working. Yay. Oh, the bug bit is like, it's like the bit you always have to go through those parts. The more boring, tiresome bits, but then you get to the fun bits and it makes it all worth it in the end. So yeah, yay. Wish me luck with the trees, guys, because there's still, as you can see, we've got most of the big trees down here, but we've got all these little trees to do as well. And yes, okay, so there's a lot of work for me to do, but I need food first before I do all that. And I'm probably gonna chill, have some ice cream as well. You can watch while having food. Yay. Have a wonderful dinner. Take care, guys, and have an awesome day, and I will see you on Friday. And we'll have a pretty map for you by then. And a pretty bell system as well, hopefully. So have a good Wednesday, and thanks for hanging out. You're all awesome. Hope insanity doesn't kick in before you finish the trees. Yeah, that's definitely why I wanted the break and decided to work on the hood instead for the rest of the stream, because I couldn't have done trees today. I've already spent the last day. I spent all of yesterday doing flowers, or was it the day before? I spent hours putting those flowers down. Demi, take care, guys. Have an awesome Wednesday, whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you on Friday. Thanks for hanging out.